Hi Gorge, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a DIY Z palette, and if you don't want to pay those Z palette prices or you want something a little more professional or that looks good, this is going to help you out. So you're going to need a empty palette, I just gutted mine, and some eyeshadows. Here I'm just placing the eyeshadow in the palette just to make sure that it closes shut and all of that jazz. Then you're going to need some magnetic sheets. I got these from Michael's for like $3. I got two just in case one wasn't enough. You're also going to need some eyeshadows. I'm putting my Makeup Geek eyeshadows in there. And before you open up that magnetic strip, test it out. Make sure that the eyeshadow sticks to that magnetic sheet, because there's nothing worse than getting everything together and then it doesn't work at the end, it doesn't stick. So just make sure that you do that. And here I just opened it up and I'm just placing it inside just to see the measurements. As you can see, the sides aren't covered, but that's not a big deal for me. If it is for you, just cut from another sheet. That's why I got two, just in case I needed it. I'm going to pull that part off and just stick it to the palette. Then I'm just placing my eyeshadows in there, and if you have the question of won't the eyeshadows fall out if there is no magnetic sheet on the sides, no, it will not, because the majority of the eyeshadow pan is on the magnetic part, so it's not gonna fall out, so don't you worry. But like I said, you can always cut up pieces from another sheet if you need it. Now, if you want to jazz your palette up a little bit, I totally forgot to get glitter and tape and glue and all of that stuff, so I just used what I had in the house. I'm taking some electrical tape that's black like my palette. I'm just covering up the BH Cosmetics logo on there, and then I'm going to take a nail polish. This is rose gold. Obviously, I love rose gold so much, and I'm just painting it on top of that tape. And the great thing about this is if you get tired of that rose gold color or whatever color you apply on there, you can just rip the tape up and start all over again. So I thought that was pretty cool. And that is it. That is your Z palette. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you did enjoy it, if you found it helpful, if you're gonna try it, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comments if you like DIYs and I will do more for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.